record. All right, man. This is the Freeform Rock Podcast, YouTube exclusive, not on Saturday, because Mark is going to Duran tomorrow, and it's probably going to be raining here. So I bought some ponchos.
Oh,
Going to the Hollywood Bowl, man. You ever been to the Hollywood Bowl, Lee?
I've maybe I passed through it.
I saw the Who there. That was the first time I ever went there. I saw the Who.
Yeah, I never went inside it.
Hey, look. Whiskey.
All right,
Diet Coke.
cool.
There's your chaser, bitch.
Right on. Hey, man.
Now I'm not going to drink a chaser ever again.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm going to say this album came in today. Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9.
How was it?
I didn't like the album before this called Ordinary Man. It was a pile of shit. This album is fucking rock. This album fucking rules, dude. You know, he has Tony Iommi on guitar. On like a couple songs. He has Jeff Beck. He's got Eric Clapton. He's got
That
Mike.
sounds kind of cool.
He's got Mike McCready from Pearl Jam. The song
All right.
Immortal. Okay, Eric Clapton, he wanted him to, I read on One of These Days, he wanted him to change the song because he said in the song, he goes, one of these days, I don't believe in Jesus. And Eric Clapton says, you should change that lyric. So, but you know, that's like every Christian, man. Some days we like go, is there a Jesus? Because we're human. We doubt our faith sometimes. And
It's like everybody on a diet. Is there really a point in eating low-fat food? Kind of like that.
And Zach Wilde played on 3 of these songs lead, and he played rhythm on all the songs. But this is a fucking great fucking album. I've listened to it twice today. I fucking enjoyed the fuck out of this album. It's like, this is the best Ozzy album since No More Tears.
Oh, okay. I do
like
that
most
album.
of that. You liked most of it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And then I got the new Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead.
I usually like them.
They were really good. I figured out when I was listening to this album why I like Metallica better than Megadeth. Because you realize that Metallica has Megadeth has 2 lead guitarists, Dave Mustaine and whoever else he has on the side of him, right? There's no rhythm guitarist in this band.
But I like Dave Mustaine's tone.
I love his tone too, but the thing is, James Hetfield plays a killer rhythm guitar.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that's missing from Megadeth. He should put in a 3rd guitarist that just plays rhythm. Because these 2 could go off on the leads.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because some of these leads that I'm listening to, it just sounds like Rust in Peace.
That's what I like.
I like it too, but the thing is, where's that? You know, where's that?
Well, that's Metallica.
Yeah, but I like that rhythm.
Yeah,
Dave Mustaine's a way better guitarist than Kirk Hammett. I give him that.
Yeah,
way better. You know, Kirk Hammett likes to lay on that wah-wah like everybody talks about. I'm not a musician, but I go with musicians' opinions. Even though you get mad at me because you're a musician, I don't go with your opinions all the time. But
yeah, you should.
Of course I do. I showed you the Blondie demos I got, right? Blondie demos.
That's interesting.
It's a box set, dude. Fucking 50s, like there's a lot of unreleased demos on here. It's fucking pretty cool. I like a lot of these tracks.
We should do the album The Wind in the Willows.
By Blondie?
No, by The Wind in the Willows.
Who is that?
That's a group.
Never heard of them.
Oh.
And also,
she was in it.
Oh, she was? I like her. The Collective Soul new album, Vibrating, is fucking really good.
By who?
Collective Soul.
Oh, okay.
We need to review Discipline Breakdown.
We need to do the one with the song Shine.
That's the first album.
Then we should do that.
That was Hints, Allegations, and Things Left Unsaid. It's a great album too.
Yeah.
That
But
goes,
I'd be willing to do a new one.
yeah, the second album was I think the second album was Discipline Breakdown. But
There was one with a blue cover.
oh, that was the one with December and The World I Know and Gel.
I had that one.
It said, "Let's mingle and make it well. We'll come together, babe. Let's gel." You know, the song.
Probably, yeah. It's been a long time
Oh, that's
since
a good
I heard
album.
it, but I had it.
That's a great album too. I got that on. I got Discipline Breakdown, first album.
They were
vinyl.
The really interesting thing was that they played in the Macy's Day Parade, and they did an acoustic version of Blue Christmas, and they did it great. And I thought, that's unique. That was really cool.
They're really, dude, a band that came out of the 90s, they had their own sound. It's like
I liked their sound.
Most of the bands that came out of the 90s were like cookie cutter shit.
Most of the bands that came out of the 90s, it's like I felt like I was drugged and I couldn't wake up, and I wanted to turn off the radio, but I couldn't get up, so I didn't. And then finally the decade finished, and then I was fine again.
Yeah. Well, the 2000s weren't that good either.
They're even worse, but at least I woke up.
Because we got the boy bands of NSYNC and Backdoor Boys and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, and fucking MTV went from Dial MTV to fucking Total Request Live.
The reason why they did that, why they got into that stuff, is because some of the regular groups who became more commercial, people liked the commercial sound and bought it, and that's what influenced the producers to do worse stuff. So if you want to have better stuff,
I think 2000 to 2010 was a lost decade.
Yeah, they were listening to shitty stuff by REO.
REO didn't make any albums in the 2000s.
And then the record executive producers heard that stuff and decided to make Christina Aguilera and stuff, because they took what was watered down and they made it worse.
REO was never watered down.
And so they made it worse. Oh boy, you're one of the reasons why that music became the way it did. Dude, you're talking like a guy who's not even going to talk about
REO made one album in the 90s,
and you have the beard too.
They made one album in the 90s. I think two albums in the 90s. The second one they made in the 90s wasn't Crossing the Bridge or whatever it was.
No, I'm talking about stuff in the 70s that influenced the executives to do the shit in the 90s.
Yeah, like James Taylor.
No, I'm talking about REO Speedwagon.
You liked REO Speedwagon in the 70s.
I liked two of their albums back then.
We gotta do. I know what album you hate. You could tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
That's one that I don't hate as much as some of the others, but I don't love it.
Okay, how about the
Never mind. Let's do the Tuna Piano.
REO album with the cow.
Oh,
keep pushing on, keep pushing on.
That's the music that made for the Christina Aguilera and Avril Lavigne shit.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck, don't even compare Avril Lavigne.
Oh, of course I have to be. No. You don't have any musical taste.
I got lots of fucking taste.
No, you don't.
You just said Collector Soul and Blondie were cool.
I know, but you also like shit.
What shit do I like?
The REO.
I love REO.
I don't even know what I just said.
Don't you like fucking High Infidelity?
No.
We need to review that then.
No, shut up. No. I'm not telling you to review it. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do another Fair Point
Shut up!
convention album. You're gonna do High Infidelity, bitch.
You fucking asshole.
I wish I had a Gene Simmons song so I go, ah.
I'm not gonna tell you what albums are worse.
What albums are worse? I need to know this now.
No, just
come on,
there's
Peter
other
Frampton.
audios.
You like don't like what Aria? I could tell you, Building a Bridge by Aria wasn't that good. That's the only album I don't like by Aria.
It might be just as bad as the others. Frampton, I kind of don't hate anything he does.
We should get Dr. Fuck and do Frampton Comes Alive with him.
You know what? That album is just kind of just boring.
You know,
you don't know any good obscure albums.
I do too. We did Driving and Crying. That was obscure.
Yeah, but
we did Giant. That was kind of obscure. People don't talk
about shut up. I'm trying to make a point.
We could do a group called Bride. You never heard of Bride?
All right, you made your point, but I'm trying to tell you that you don't know anything obscure, and you're backing it up by telling me obscure stuff. Why?
Because I'm like calling you out that I do know obscure albums.
Why you have to call me out? You don't need to call me out.
Do you know Collective Soul Blender?
No.
Okay, thank you.
What? Why are you trying to tell me something when I'm trying to get on you?
How about fucking Armored Saint, Delirious Nomad?
That one I like.
Oh, we won't do that one then. We already did all our Guns N' Roses albums. There's no more Guns N' Roses to do, so we're good.
Thank goodness.
Shit.
There is a group called Guns and Butter.
We should do the Scream. Nobody talks about the Scream.
Hey, you know what? I actually heard some of the Scream, and I'll be. Hey, if we do the Scream, I'll be. No, I don't want to say it.
I think that's with Karabi and Bruce Kulick, right?
If I do the Scream, then I will also do another album of whatever you pick that I don't like. But, hey.
We could also do Blackjack.
I had one of their albums.
Yeah, Michael Bolton.
You didn't have the album.
No, I didn't have the album.
It was only $1. It was only $1 in the clearance bin. Why didn't you get it?
I'm so pissed off I didn't buy.
Why didn't you get it? It was only $1 in the clearance bin.
We should do Haas.
What's that?
Sammy Hagar or Neil Sean?
Oh yeah. HASS. Haas.
Yeah, Haas.
Why are you now mentioning good stuff?
Well, you said Sammy Hagar was good. That's awesome. I love it.
Hey man, I'll say what's true.
You know what? I called people out. Nobody's.
Why are you calling me out by being a good guy?
I'm not calling you. I'm calling people up. You know what?
No, I said it. I said it anyway. In spite of what you said. Anyway, go on. You're doing all right.
Do you know people like bitch about Sammy because he's in fucking Van Halen? He made him into a Journey cover band and shit. But the thing is, the interviews I think that he talks are cut up, and like the media does, it cut up to make it spicy. And I bet he didn't say it the way they write that he said shit about Eddie and stuff like that. But the thing is, I told people, yeah, I bet I get it if you don't like his voice, you don't like his music, but I bet if he was to come to you and you were to party with the motherfucker, because every fucking band or musician wants to play with Sammy. Is Sammy such a bad guy? Why does Dave Mustaine want to do Burn in Hell, This Planet's on Fire? Why does fucking Vinnie Paul and Dimebag want to go to his, when they were live, want to go down to fucking Cabo Wabo and do fucking Pound Cake with them? What the fuck? Every band, like I never hear any bands any musician ever talk shit about Sammy, except for Eddie and Alex.
Well, yeah, I mean, I will say that I almost never listen to a solo album of his by choice, except once in a very, very rare while. But when I hear something that he does that I do like, I'm not afraid to say that I like it. It's only that here's do you want to know the real truth of stuff?
Sure, I
The
always wanted
the
the truth.
all right, the real truth of stuff is I heard like interviews with Eddie Van Halen during the Fair Warning time. And he had stuff like Jump, the song, already. And he said the rest of the guys don't want to do it. It was on unreleased stuff. And then later, he was able to get him to do it. But he said, you know what? Screw that. I want to do it. So Eddie was responsible for a lot of the crappy musical direction that they went in.
I know he was, and so was Alex.
Um, I
That,
heard just recently that someone who knew both of them said Alex was like the arranger, that maybe Eddie wrote the stuff, but Alex did a lot of the arranging of the band. I don't know how true or not true it is, but that's what I heard that someone said. So they both worked together.
they did, man. And the thing is, Eddie wanted to get Patty Smythe as a singer of Van Halen. And he also, when Sammy left, he wanted to get Mitch Malloy. That guy is horrible. Oh my God.
He's not horrible. He's just not that well known.
No, Mitch Malloy is fucking vanilla, fucking cupcakes. Have you heard his shit that he sang with? Have you heard the fucking like Rock Me and live shit he did with Great White when he was their singer? Fucking horrible.
I like that stuff.
With him?
You know the song Rock Me?
Great White with Jack Russell? Yes. But not Mitch Malloy singing it.
Oh, sorry, I guess that was a woman on the cover of One Spittin'. It wasn't Mitch Malloy.
No, Mitch Malloy wasn't even in the band. Mitch Malloy came into the band after they
I'm
fired
just saying
after
she
they
had
fired
long blonde hair, so I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. After they fired Terry Lanois, who's a good singer. What he was in a Canadian band. I forgot what band he was in. But he didn't fit Great White. Fucking Mitch Malloy doesn't fit Great White. And now they got the dude who sings in fucking Last in Line, Andrew something. And he doesn't fit with Great White. The only one who fits the Great White is Jack Russell. I'm sorry. I get what people say about Sammy Hagar now in Van Halen because of Great White's fucking missteps with lead singers.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like the Sammy shit in Van Halen.
You know what? I don't like Scab Aerosmith.
Scab Aerosmith.
Yeah, they went Scab after they.
But most of that album had Joe Perry and Brad Whitford on it.
They had the whole complete band, but they're scabs because they don't do anything good anymore.
Well, they haven't made it. Well, we did the album Music from Another Dimension.
I know that you don't have to bring it up,
but
anyway,
we both shit on it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just trying to pretend I didn't hear it. But anyway, the thing is, So I don't know why, but I think of them as Scab, even though they're not. Because they say they're all the original members, and I say, yeah, but they don't act like it.
Pump is a great album.
No.
Voodoo Medicine Man is fucking, it could have been done in the 70s. Come on, some kind of voodoo come across this land. Some kind of voodoo.
Every time I hear that album, I forget it.
I think you need to listen to Pump again, and we need to review Pump now. Because that's one of even people that you respect love the Pump album. They don't like Permanent Vacation. They like Some of Nine Lives. Just Press Play was a shit show. I do like some songs off that. Nine Lives is a good album, though. We should do Nine Lives. Because that's an obscure Aerosmith album right there.
For a reason.
You don't like Loving You So Hard on the Knees?
I don't know.
Man, you got any guacamole with those chips? You don't have any dip? You're eating chips with no dip?
I have dip, but I'm not using them.
What kind of dip do you have? Do you make your own dip or do you buy it from the store?
I've done both.
What do you like better? Your own recipe or?
I like Chi-Chi's. Salsa.
I like boobies.
I like Chi-Chi's. I also do all right. I've got sour cream.
You got Daisy sour cream. That shit's the bomb.
Also
you don't have any sour cream and onion to mix in that sour cream, the Lipton?
I use that when I'm making pork.
But you don't mix it in your sour cream? That shit is the bomb, dude.
No, I do, but I didn't do that.
You should. You don't have any like hot sauce with those chips? Put some.
I've got a whole bunch of stuff up here.
Nice. I thought you were moving. What happened?
They don't really have a superintendent to take out the stuff that the last tenant had. So I have to wait until they move it out.
Oh, so when's that going to be?
Hopefully by maybe next month, but it could be a couple months.
That'd be cheaper rent for you, man. So hopefully get that shit done, man.
Yeah.
Because I want you to be happy.
Yeah, I'm actually more happy now. I'm a little more happy now.
Yeah. Cause you're happy. Hey, I found this band that I didn't know they've been out for a while. You ever heard of this band called Devil Skin?
Only the name.
It's got a hot female lead vocalist.
I think I've heard of it.
Have you heard of Dorothy also?
Yeah.
Dude, you're like getting me into all these, like, you got me into these female singers and now I'm looking for more.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, if I can, you heard Thunder Mother? Thunder Mother's pretty good too. Like, kind of an AC/DC-ish kind of woman band.
Yeah, I kind of forget.
What is the band that you think everybody should know about that nobody cares about?
Of a new or old?
Old and new. Just go with both.
All right. Old band. Jody Grind's second album is really good. And new band, even though I've saw them live and they're good, but they're not as good on album or on their YouTube or released live stuff. Sky Cries Mary.
I haven't heard of them.
They're pretty good. I saw them live. They're really good, except that you have to actually see them live, because when you one of the really cool songs that sounds good is Queen of Slug Theater.
I need to check that out. I've been buying a lot of fucking new music, man. I love buying music.
Do you know Hoodoo Gurus?
Yeah, Mars Needs Guitars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like them, but I don't listen to them. That's weird. It's like I like Sonic Youth, but I don't listen to them as much as I should.
I don't like Sonic Youth much. But how about Smithereens?
Oh, I just saw them, dude. I put up some videos on our Freeform Rock Podcast YouTube where this is at.
Wow.
Yeah, I just saw them with well, the original lead singer died. So they had another singer with them, and they're really good. You should go to our YouTube page and check out the songs I put on there.
The group we did one of their albums. It's it was the damn it was like called like Blood Count. It's not Blood Count, it's like Birth Control.
We did. I don't remember it. Did I like it?
You actually liked it. It was an album called Release.
Oh yeah, I did. I did like it.
And they've done a whole bunch of stuff. And I would have to say there's a guy named Jean-Yves Labat who did an album called M Frog, and that was when he had green hair. But
M Frog, that guy sounds familiar. Did he do an album with that one actress?
I
forgot her name.
I don't think so, but he worked.
M Frog.
He worked with Todd Rundgren.
I don't like Todd Rundgren.
I do.
Of course you do. James Labat, M Frog.
Yeah. Eve, YVES, and then
he's from 1973 shit, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the guy I was thinking about. She and Him. That's what I was thinking about. She and Him. You ever heard She and Him?
That's with Zooey.
Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah. I tried tweeting her. She don't respond.
I love her. she's like so hot.
I'd like to meet her.
Who is the guy in the sing? Who's the guy with her?
That's some other guy. I don't know his name, but
I don't know his name either.
But Jean-Yves Labat, he was also in a group called Labat Tummy, but it was spelled Labat Ami. And then they did one song, and he used the background people of Utopia, and it's a good album, but he did a song, We Are Crazy, we are stupid, if you understand you're gonna win a prize, if you understand you're gonna win a prize, washing machine, the spin is so clean, it's really interesting.
The spin is so clean. We should review that album just because those lyrics sound cool.
Yeah. Did we do the album by Brian Briggs?
I think we did an album by Brian Briggs. Yeah.
You know, he was on that album under his real name. His real name, um, damn it. Well, I I forget, but his real name was something like John Hendricks, even though that's slightly, yeah, we did Combat Zone,
Yeah.
and you liked the original of Crosstown Traffic more than his version, which I still don't understand, but I have to accept it.
Crosstown Traffic, the Jimi Hendrix right song.
Yeah, I
like that better.
Brian Briggs' version better.
But I should like that Jimi Hendrix version better.
Yeah, you did, and I like the Brian Briggs version better.
We haven't done a fucking Jimi Hendrix album yet, dude.
Trying to remember.
There's so much music out there. I don't think that we would get to everything.
I don't even remember. The reason why it takes me a while to think is because I know this much, and I can only think of that much. You know?
So you're the dum-dum. I'm the great kazoo.
I accept that now.
Oh, man. But yeah, I think we should do. I think my next pick will be this new Ozzy album.
It'll force me to hear it.
Because I just want to hear what you think of it. That's all. If you don't like it, it's cool, but I think it's really bitching. I hated the album before this, Ordinary Man. That was an abortion. Not rock.
I didn't really like it, but I was kind of nervous giving my opinion on a couple of songs that I actually did like, because I was giving those opinions to people who didn't like it. And so I felt like how I do with you when you give me an opinion and I get on your case. I felt the same way, like, boy, I'm now considered Mr. Pig in the Sty, you know?
Yeah.
So, all right. But for the most part, Elton John and Ozzy Osbourne shouldn't do music together.
Oh, that was horrible. That Elton John fucking Ozzy Osbourne song was horrible. I agree. Elton John shouldn't do songs with Britney Spears either. That was even worse.
I didn't even hear that, but
oh yeah, it just released last Friday. Go check it out and let me give me your opinion in a text.
I'm afraid it might be bad.
Oh, it's horrible, dude. It's horrible. Britney Spears is horrible, man.
I'm surprised that some of what Elton John did live kind of recently with his older material, playing it live, he's actually playing it good.
So I did a poll, and I think Elton John beat him on our podcast, the Freeform Rock Podcast community on Facebook.
Nobody.
Elton John beat Billy Joel.
He beat Billy Joel?
Yes.
I
don't think people are on crack, because Billy Joel's 80s shit was horrible, while Billy Joel had some great shit in the 80s.
I much prefer even Billy Joel's shit than Elton John's shit.
Shit. I agree with you, dude.
I mean, I don't dislike songs like River of Life, but that's not what I want to get when I get Billy Joel. I want to get Big Shot, stuff like that.
Yeah, we need to
That's
review
kind
more Billy Joel albums. I love Billy
um
Joel.
oh, there's some groups that he did back in the 60s that I can have a stew.
I want to do Billy Joel.
He
But
was in those groups.
okay, but I want to do his solo shit too. Okay.
Shut up.
No, but come on, the Lion King fucking song. Fucking dude, Simba shit. Fuck that Elton John shit. I think me and you were arguing about I'm Still Standing. I think that song was the best song he did in the 80s, and that was it. The rest of the shit was shit.
The only thing that I will say is at least the beat is upbeat. That's the only thing I'll say good about it.
Well, I still like That's Why They Call It the Blues. So maybe 2 songs.
No, I don't like it.
But I love Billy Joel. We Didn't Start the Fire, River of Dreams. It's like a matter of trust. Billy Joel made some good shit, man.
I like that stuff.
That shit was great. But Elton John, I compare Elton John and Rod Stewart. When they hit the 80s, they turned to shit.
There's something that I'll mention about Rod Stewart. He did a song that I thought was his song, and it ended up being another group's song. And I'll just leave it at that. But I actually liked it. But then when I found out it was the other group's song, I was like, "Whoa, oh." That's all I want to say.
Okay, what is that song though?
Well, no, I don't want to say. It's because I don't want to give credit to stuff.
Yeah,
I don't want to give credit to people who would say, "Ha ha, I told you so." So I'll just leave it at that.
I'm just gonna say, even album for
Okay,
album.
it was an Oasis cover. Okay.
Okay, but I'm just gonna say, album for
Cigarettes and
album,
alcohol.
even from the 70s, I think Billy Joel beat Elton John with albums. Even you take out Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Billy Joel's albums were a lot better. You had album Rock of the Westies, which was kind of like, it was okay.
Great.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, great album.
Island Girl.
That's the only annoying song on it.
Okay, but Billy Joel didn't make annoying songs on albums. Did he?
Did what?
Did Billy Joel make an annoying song on an album?
Well,
how about Don't Go Breaking My Heart? Yeah, that wasn't annoying either.
I liked it back when I was 8 years old.
Don't Go Breaking My Heart. I did too. I liked it when I was 8 years old too.
But what I will say is, the weird thing is, Billy Joel's album, The Stranger.
Great album.
There's like a 1.5 minute introduction, and then the song comes on, and then they have the same introduction at the ending of the song, and it's the same exact track. And then the last song on the album is that introduction again. So they have 3 of the same exact track with no difference in them played together. There's an album, I forget what group did it. No, it was a Johnny Cash album. And after he played the song, they asked him to do it again. So he did it again. So you hear the song twice in a row on the album. How about that?
Yeah. That's weird.
It is weird. So it would be like if you heard Closer to the Heart on Rush on side 2. Then after they put Cinderella Man, they put Closer to the Heart again. And then after Cygnus X1, they put Closer to the Heart again.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. That's sort of how it felt with Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Like you hear the same song with no difference. It's the same exact track.
Yeah, but what do you think about? Do you think that what band do you like better? Suicidal Tendencies or fucking Green Day? It's another poll I put up.
Neither, but I would say probably Green Day, only because I don't like the Suicidal guy's haircut.
Haircut?
That's the only thing that I'm saying.
What do you mean haircut? He has a bandana over his head.
Okay, well then I don't like the bandana.
Okay,
that's I'm making an exaggeration to make an answer.
We reviewed 2 Suicidal albums and you liked them both.
Yeah, but I don't like either group. But I mean, at least if I had to listen to another group, I might listen to one song of Green Day.
Okay. Dude, you like the fucking album, fucking Lights Camera Revolution? Do you like the
Yeah, but what I mean is like but you're asking me about 2 groups that I don't go to on my own.
You should go to you should listen to Suicidal on your own.
I used to a little bit, but what I mean is like I grew up.
Dude, Suicidal is better musicians than Green Day could ever hope to be. Especially with Rocky George and the Robert Trujillo.
All right. Maybe.
Rocky George is one of the most underrated guitarists of all time.
But I don't listen to either of them. But I might listen to Green Day only because I haven't. That's all I'm trying to say.
I do like Green Day, but I think with his fake English accent and the musicianship,
but I do like that about them.
A fake English accent?
Yes. The song about I close my eyes, whatever it is.
Whatever.
I
like American Idiot. I like Dookie.
On a couch.
Oh yeah, that one. Dun 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 dun.
I close my eyes. The Willows lies. That one.
I love the song. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. I like that song.
That might be it, but I don't know from the way you're singing it. But
yeah, I can't sing, dude. I have no rhythm. I'm like that one band we reviewed with fucking Pierre. What is that? What is it? People are gonna get a preview of it right now. Let's see. Okay. You guys will figure that out in 7 weeks what that means. But all right, man, let's get the fuck out of here, Lee.
The Chips are doing they're doing a Pierre Henry thing for you.
And unless you have any questions you want to ask me.
I know.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here and give me the notes, bitch.
All right, bye-bye.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.